Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. This is Nord Notwork, back in the tiny little hamlet of Swares Townbury. It's a beautiful, crisp, early spring morn, and we have somehow managed not to starve to death. We've only lost one of our little townsfolk so far, so hopefully we'll keep it that way. Now, we left off last time getting to try and build the schoolhouse. So we're just about stacked up of what we need there. We got plenty of stone, plenty of wood, firewood. We're sitting a little low on iron, so I might want to start this off sending some of our laborers probably up to here, because there's a huge iron deposit there. But if memory serves, yep, some right here by the edge of this road. So we will do that instead. So just to queue up before we start the game running, let's tell them to collect this little bit of iron here, and let's grab some from here too. And let's go. Now, I finally figured out if you click this little swirly thing here, this will show you what your production has been, both the last season and the current. So, kind of a good thing to check out. So, last season we didn't get nearly as many fish out of these guys as I was hoping we would. But then again, they were only really up and running for about half the season. So, slow this down a little bit just so they don't get out of control. And we are building our little farmhouse now. So, to complement the farmhouse, or not the farmhouse, the schoolhouse, sorry about that, I do want to get a few more houses in. So let's take out some of these trees. I want to line this road here with homes. And I'm thinking we might want to consider moving the Forester's Lodge. Just because of the fact that it's kind of hindering the Gatherer's Hut from working like it should. So we should probably place that a little more of an out-of-the-way area. Maybe down in here. I don't want to expand. Yeah, that's a pretty good little area there. Where else could we put it? Actually, you know what? Let's plop it right down here. We already have the road access. So we're going to build a second Forester's Lodge. Here. Let's try and fill in as much of that as we can. So this guy should get built fairly quickly. Once he's built, we can tear down the Forester's Lodge over here. And actually, let's tell him to stop cutting down for the moment. So that way he'll plant a whole bunch of new saplings in this area without chopping anything down. That will allow the gatherer and the hunter to really kind of rake in as much as they can. Hunting cabin extends to here. We can probably fill this block in as well. Let's do that. I really need to get a trading post set up. We really need to do that soon because I'm starting to get worried that this, not only having peppers planted, is going to start to deplete the soil. I'm not 100% sure that's the way it works, but something tells me that it's not a good idea to plant the same crops in the same location every year. So, how are we doing on progression? Because that's built now. We got our... So we got... This hasn't even started. We don't really need a lot of builders working on that. So we're doing okay. Firewood guy is full up on fuel. Let's actually Tell him to increase that to 400. Just because I plan on building a couple of houses through here, and I don't want us to run out of wood right as winter starts. We're getting stocked up on venison, plenty of clothing. So we're sitting good for a nice slow expansion game. We do need those houses nowish though. Just because of the fact that we're going to start running out of people soon if they can't get a little bit busy. So let's plant one down there, one down there. Let's put one there. And what can we increase? Not much. Blacksmith, tailor, teachers working with no students. Awesome. Now, I don't think this teacher has the same type of limitations that like the hunting cabins and foresters do. They're not so much going to reach out in a circle. I think the teacher actually wanders house to house. So we shouldn't have to worry about these guys being kind of left out. Good. Okay, they're fairly young. Got a bunch of kids here. Going over here. Yeah, so this house is definitely needs to be built because it looks like a lot of our children aren't so much children anymore. Looks like they're all starting to grow up. So the only time that they will breed and produce new offspring is if you have two adults living in a house together, one male, one female. Then they'll have kids. If we had two males, two females, all adult age living in this house, they would stop breeding. So you need to kind of monitor that and make sure that you're not letting your housing pressures keep you from growing as a settlement. So let's pick up the pace a bit and see if we can get some of these things built a bit faster than I want. How's that hunting cabin going? But not the hunting, the Forester's Lodge. It's not really, is it? Early summer. I might pull our blacksmith and our tailor out of their positions and put them in the Let's do that with the teacher too, just because she's not teaching anyone yet. Hopefully that'll pick up the pace a bit. And like everything else, we want to connect this with a road. So let's see. Pull that over there. Can't go up that way, but we can go up here. So get that kind of connected through. And once again, pick up the pace. I'm kind of regretting building the quarry at this point. I mean, it's nice that I have it laid out and I know where it's going to be, but that was bit more material used than I think I really needed to. How are we doing? So we're gathering lots of peppers. Lots and lots of peppers. Seems to be most of our diet is mutton and peppers. Which I guess it's better than mutton and no peppers, but I would get pretty sick of that. Oh. Hopefully they hurry up and finish this lodge and these buildings. So we're still in the removable, but we haven't started carting over the new stuff yet. How we doing? Building. And I almost feel like I should probably put down another pile. Let's do one here. Just a small one. Just because of the fact that the real way to win this game, you have to minimize how far you're walking. Because if your Sims have to traverse the entire board, just to carry one piece of iron back, you're not going to get much built. They're still not really building this. What are they working on? Let's up the priority of this. Now I'm starting to get a little nervous, because we're in late summer, and they haven't started building any of that stuff yet. So, let's increase priority there. Hopefully that'll pull them all. I keep forgetting I have that tool, by the way. Where are we going? Alright, looks like they're finally starting to work in this area. Moving stuff. Are they at least building the houses? I feel like I told them to do something and they may... Yeah, okay. So that's what's going on. So they're bouncing back and forth between the hunting cabin and the houses, which is keeping either from really being done. Which is fine, as long as the houses are being built now. I'm okay with waiting until the spring to get the hunting cabin really situated. But they do need to get those done. Alright, so that's good. So we got 2 young ones moved in here. They should start having children soon. So I definitely need to get this population increased. I'm kind of at the point where there's not much I can really do until I have more people to do it. But one thing I've noticed about the game is as you get more people that you need, like the hands that you need to build and fish and do all that, you need more food to feed them, which means you need more farms, which means that all the people that you now freed up to build or harvest stone, they're going to be farmers. So that's not terrible, because you can see now that it is late autumn, everything's harvested. The only ones that are still working at food gathering are the ones down here in the orchard. All of the farmers just automatically become laborers. So if you want to get stuff built, autumn and winter is really your time to focus on it. So you can see we've already got the Forester's Lodge. It's just, oh, there it goes. Just sprang into being. Because we just freed up 7 additional builders by it not being winter anymore. That's something you need to keep in mind once you start with the livestock, because your livestock's going to need to be taken care of year-round. So your herdsmen, while they'll provide food and leather, same as the farmers will give you food, or the forester or the hunters will give you leather, they're kind of vital. Once they go in there, they're lost to any other projects that you're going to have. So how are we doing? We should be able to move. Let's move a couple of these guys out. Let's move our teacher back in, our tailor back in, and our blacksmith back in. And then keep 2 laborers and a builder. We should be looking pretty good. They should have. Yep. So they tore this place down. You can see you can get some of your resources back when you clear out an area, when you knock down a building. So it's not completely devastating to have to change something out. Right, let's do this. Something I probably should have done before. Put a little house right there. So how are we looking? Growing here. Looks like we're getting ready to leave late winter. So let's gather up a little bit of stone, a little bit of iron, now that we've got the guys to do it. And we need to start looking into where we want to put our trading post. So, very low on stone, so we're going to want to gather everything up. But we need a lot of area for this. I mean, a lot of area for this. It's a very large structure. So, can we fit it here? Looks like we can. I don't think it will hurt our fishing docks to have it that close. It's right next to a storage barn. We've got some houses there. We can put a couple more across the street. So this might be a good place for this. We're right on the main lake. I don't have to cross. I've already got the tunnel cut. Yeah, let's put this down here. Just so we remember. And we don't want to start building it yet. As you can see, this is going to take a lot of resources, and I need to build some more houses to get some more people before I really worry too much about this. So we will take care of that in the next episode of Nord Plays Banished. Why haven't my people starved to death yet? I'm terrible at this game. New working title. What do you guys think?